Welcome Libras, this is your August 3rd to August 9th forecast, and for you we're going to focus on Mars entering Libra on August 6th. This is highlighting love and relationships. So Mars infuses Libra with assertive, transformative energy. Love and partnerships are going to demand honesty. So stand in your truth and ascend by balancing your needs with others. Let's see what else we have going on for Libra as a focus for this week. So I'm going to take most of these upright. Yeah, I knew it. They were going to come out reverse, but we're going to do upright unless there's something that, you know, I feel called to do opposite or reverse. So we have justice, we have fortitude, okay, and we also have the Ace of Wands. So I do feel like you are getting back to what makes you passionate, and it could be you just experiencing this renewal within your relationship. So you may be resetting things, or you may have just kind of worked through a particular challenge or obstacle, and you are deciding that, okay, things are stronger than ever at this point, or we're really going to put in that effort toward strengthening our connection and our bond. You may also have decided to sort of move things to the next level as well. So depending on where you're at, that's going to look different for many of you. But there is sort of this idea of getting back to what you feel passionate about and really working on your commitment to your relationship here. So we also have a little bit of disruption coming through, a little bit of transformation changes that are occurring. So like I said, there may have been something significant that really happened recently, or that you're recovering from or healing from. Let me get a couple cards here. So we do have patience showing up. What else? And mystery. And then give me one more. And then we have strings. Okay. So for some of you, you are still sort of working through some things here, and this change, this disruption for some of you. So I see like two different paths here. One where there is sort of this separation, one where there is like individuals needing to go to their respective corners and take some time to just figure out what it is that they're desiring and what it is that they want, and if they want this. And then on the other hand, again, you maybe have worked through something and decided that, yeah, you know, actually this has helped us to strengthen our bond together and our relationship. But I feel like this patience is very important here, because in either scenario, whichever way that this resonates with you, patience is going to be key. And you ensuring that you're replenishing yourself, you're creating balance in your environment and in your relationships, and that along with the patience, the emotional intelligence, and the constructive communication is what is really going to be most helpful to you at this time. For some of you, if you are deciding that, like, okay, I don't necessarily want to go in the direction of strengthening things, you may feel like you need more time to sort of work through, like, what is really going on here and what is it that I'm truly desiring, because some of you, I'm hearing that you may not really be sure. You may have decided, like, okay, yeah, I do need a little bit of space, I do need a little bit of a separation at this point in time, but I'm not quite sure that that's ultimately where I want to go, or where I just need that time right now to gather my thoughts and to process things and to figure out what my next steps are going to be. So it could be that as well. So I want to look at some challenges here. So we do have, we have the tests coming through. We have the need to persevere. And this is going to be, I feel like, again, we're speaking about two different paths here. You need to decide what is right for you, what is best for you. Is it to continue to work on things, continue to strengthen those bonds, or is it your future going to look different for you? And you open yourself up to connecting with another individual that's more connected with your authentic self and where you're going and where you're headed in your life at this point. So it's totally up to you what you decide to do, and you will find the inspiration within you. You will find what you're desiring to help you to make up your choice and to make up your decisions here. but I do feel like it's going to take a little bit of reflection. It's going to be you connecting with your higher self and source and your guides, and maybe connecting with your ancestors. Also, there may be a coach or a mentor or a best friend or a therapist or any individuals out in your external environment that you feel comfortable with connecting with and talking through things. Only sharing what you feel comfortable with sharing. So there may be some wisdom there, some knowledge there that you can take and process in your own way and make your own decisions. Okay, so let's look at underline here. All right. So some of you may just simply be desiring a new environment. You may be desiring, you may be desiring other experiences, or you may be wanting to connect with other individuals here. Okay, so that again is something that you will process and you will decide what's best for you here. For others of you, again, if we're looking at a different path where you've worked through things and you're looking at strengthening things, you may find that, taking a trip or being a little more spontaneous or adventurous in your relationship is going to strengthen it, is going to help you to feel more connected and feel more close. Okay. So we also have the 5 of Cups here. So we do have essentially here, regardless of what path is, you still working through some things here. And it's going to be a strong need for you to let go of the past, let go of the things that you've worked through here. It is important for you to also let that go. You've learned your lessons. You've learned what you needed to learn, and you have moved on, and leave it there. Leave the past in the past and really focus and your attention toward your blessings, your abundance, the prosperity that can come to you and connect with you when you are staying in the present moment and you let go of the past. So let's see what else we have here. So I'm going to take this in reverse because it is completely in reverse here. We have the 4 of Swords here. Okay, so you may be, for some reason, feeling a little stuck or stagnant in your healing process, though. So this could be within your mind. You could be struggling a little bit to let things go, or you could be still struggling to process some things or to get over some things. But that is sort of coming up here as sort of like an underlying issue or fear. You may also be a little worried about, like, if you've kind of been done wrong in some way and you've processed that and you've worked through it, you may still have that underlying fear of, like, oh, could this happen again? Is this something that's going to come up again? Okay. So let's look at your beliefs here. So we do have, let's see, Spirit of Cups. All right. So you do have an openness. You're open, you're flexible, you're inviting, you want to work through things, you want to, and again, this is going to resonate differently for different individuals, but I feel like even if you are leaning towards a separation, or you're leaning towards like needing some time to process here, I still feel like you are going to open yourself up to discussions at some point, and that doesn't mean getting back together or that you still want that your current partner. That doesn't mean that. I'm just saying that you will find yourself being open to talk through things after you've had a chance to relax, replenish, and think things through. You will come back to the table and open yourself up, and where it goes from there is totally your decision. And that's why I'm not saying that means like, oh, you're just going to go back to that person. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you may find yourself more open to having discussions and gaining closure is what I wanted to say. So that doesn't mean that you're back together. It just means that, hey, you've worked through these things, you've learned your lessons, and you want to keep a great experience between you two, like for the children, or just in general, you want to keep that individual as a friend. Okay, so however it resonates for your situation. So let's look at your approach here. So we do have the Eight of Wands. So there is a need for you to be more aligned here. And that's why the self-care practices are so important that we're bringing up here, as far as like taking that time to meditate, to work out, to release any of the stress and the burdens and the pain, and to heal yourself. So taking that time to do those things and work through your shadow work or your inner child issues, whatever it is here that you are taking that moment to ponder, to process. It's important for you to do that at this time, because that again is going to be beneficial to your ability to make decisions, and make the decisions that are best for you and your partner here. So we have the Dawn of Kings with reflection. So we have the reflection sort of coming up here again, and you deciding like what path you want to go down here. And again, if you are together and you've made that commitment, there's still a plan here, an idea, a desire, the dreams that you do have. So it can shift to that space of like, okay, what do you want this to be? What are you now desiring now that you have this strengthened connection? What does this new chapter look like for all of you? Okay. So let's look at your external environment here. So we do have the Devil. So there is competition, and I'll say that can be in a variety of ways. It can quite literally be other individuals that are vying for you or your partner's attention. It could be work, it could be the children, it just could be any distractions that are coming up for you. It could be quite literally like vices, like drinking or smoking too much, it could be like going out, partying too much. Whatever this is, there are some distractions that you are going to encounter here that have the potential to sort of pull you back into your old life, essentially, and into the previous timeline, or to try to keep you stuck and stagnant in some way. So definitely be mindful of that. And that is why those self-care practices are so important, and for you to not only just do them for a little bit, but to continue to do them every day, and really strengthen your gifts and talents and abilities and your connection with source and your intuition to help you figure out your choices and steps and next actions. We also have the Queen of Pentacles here. And you may be called to connect with nature in some way as a part of your self-care practices, or just for creativity and fun and enjoyment and relaxation. So you and your partner may decide to, eat your dinner outside, or sit at a lake or a beach, or go for walks, or just get out in nature in some way. In any way that you can, there is going to be benefit there for you. And I'm also hearing it is important for you to ground as well. So if you haven't gotten barefoot out in your backyard or in some grass, you may want to do that to help to ground yourself and help you to work through any contrast or challenges here that you're dealing with at this time. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at guidance here. So we have the Four of Cups. Okay. We have the Fool. So we have new beginnings coming in. And I feel like there's this message here of you just being cautious and thinking things through. We had the Patience come out. So this is really that confirmation for me of like, you may want to take time to contemplate things, but as soon as you do, as soon as you're ready, as soon as you're sure, then take inspired action. Go ahead and move forward and let everything fall into place, because you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have a very detailed out plan. You will need to have a vision, goals, aspirations, intention, and then take inspired action toward that. But you don't need to have it all figured out. So if you're like not taking action, or you're not moving forward because you're like, oh, well, I need to have this every single thing planned out here, then that is what this is speaking towards. Because the more you do, the more you learn, the more you understand, the more you can adjust and change your perspective and change your plans and your actions in the process. So you don't have to have it all figured out. So we do have the 10 of Swords here. So also letting go of the past here. So I'm going to leave that in reverse because I feel like that is a pretty strong message. Like, this is a new chapter that's opening. This is a new beginning for you, and it is time to leave the past in the past and let go of and release anything, any burdens that you may have. And that could be just as simple as your thinking. Old thought processes, old values, old traditions, old beliefs that just don't resonate with who you are and where your relationship is going at this time. Okay. All right, so let's get some oracles here. So we have lessons in life will repeat until they are learned, and spend less time worrying about your appearance. You are enough. So we don't have to tell you that, Libra. We know you're generally naturally beautiful. And I do feel like this is a strong message here, though, because if you are tending to focus a little more on the physical environment or your partner, it may be time for you to shift a little bit of that focus during this downtime, during this rest relaxation period, on yourself and giving yourself the unconditional love and the support that you give to others, that you give out so freely. Give it to yourself at this time. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and allow yourself to make mistakes. That's what we're saying here, as far as like, once you know what you want to do, like, move forward. Full steam ahead on that, because you can adjust, you can make changes as you move forward. And anything that, if you decide, okay, yeah, I'm going to go on my own path, I want to continue with this separation, and then you try to get back and they're not available to get back with you. Well, that's a very, very clear indication to you and strong message to you that they were not meant for you. That's not meant for your fulfillment, for your bliss, for your happiness. Because if it was meant for that, then you would be together, essentially. So this is that process that's allowing you to let go of what's not serving you, what's not for you, and allow yourself to be open to what is for you, the blessings and the abundance and the fulfillment to come to you. Okay, so what else do we have here? So we have, you know what to do, walk it your way. Wonderful. So some of you know exactly what this is speaking to. And I feel like others will come into this understanding, but you have all the answers within you. You already know what to do, and it's just a matter of if you are open to it and doing it at this time. So we do have the unknown, mysteries, wonders, and secrets. The secret. So this to me is, again, connecting within with your intuition and allowing your higher self and your guides and source to guide you. And you just flowing with life and processing things as they come your way, and allowing yourself to heal in the process, and not... again, recognizing and knowing that anything that goes away is because that is not for you anymore, and it's going to be replaced with something that is even greater, is even better, and actually is for you. Okay. All right, Libra. So those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week.